Welcome into this edition of the Red Sox Rundown. I am your host, Jack, in the hotel room in Boston. Went to the game yesterday. I'm sure you guys saw photos and videos from that either here on the channel or on my social medias. If you're not following my social media, make sure you give it a follow. We got some cool behind-the-scenes stuff over there from yesterday as well. Today, we are going to talk about, the finale, which, again, I was at, which was a lot of fun, although they ended up losing, and more quotes from Craig Breslow as he continues to die on the hill that the Red Sox are going to be buyers at the deadline. And call me crazy, I kind of agree with the things he said. He spoke on NESN before the game a few days ago, and he gave some quotes, and we're going to talk about them today, and I'm going to give my thoughts on where I think the Red Sox stand right now and whether or not I think they should be buyers or sellers at the deadline. But before we get into that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like I said, posted a few shorts on the channel yesterday while we were at the game. We're going to be at two more games. We're going to be at the game on Tuesday and Wednesday against the Cincinnati Reds as well. And our seats, I don't like to brag, but our seats are going to be pretty insane for those games. So expect some more video content coming from those as well. And then you already know, daily news, rumors, injury updates, daily videos around the Boston Red Sox. Hit the subscribe button. Our next goal, 4,000 subscribers. Help us get there as soon as possible. All right, let's talk about Craig Breslow. Like I said, he spoke on NESN a few days ago, and he spoke about the Red Sox still being competitive this year and still buying. I've got a few quotes I want to talk about. I also have a quote from Cora as well. And then I'm going to give my thoughts on whether or not I think the Red Sox should buy or sell at the deadline. Here's what Breslow had to say. He said, I think we've talked a lot about looking to the future. At some point, the future has to be now. We went into 2025 expecting to compete for a division and expecting to make it to the playoffs. We haven't played as well as we're capable of, but that goal still exists, and we're not that far away that we should be thinking about 2026 or 2027. He went on to say there's a lot of games between now and the deadline, but we are thinking about how we bolster the team, how we identify the needs that we have, and are aggressive in getting those players to put us in a position that we talked about all off season. He's not completely wrong here. I've been saying this forever, and I asked this question, I think, a few videos ago. At what point, they always talk about the future, the future, the future. We need to bolster for the future. We need to get ready for the future. At what point is the future now? At what point are you actually going to say, okay, now is the time that we fully invest and we go for that playoff run, for that World Series run? When is that going to happen? And I actually like that Breslow kind of pointed that out here. He said, we talk about this all the time. At some point, the future has to be now. And we can't just be talking about, okay, let's just talk about 2026. Let's just talk about 2027. No, if you think you've got the pieces to have a winning team, the future needs to be now. It cannot be a few years down the line. This fan base has waited too long. It's been 4 years since the Red Sox were in the playoffs in 2021. And then since then, you have been the worst of the worst. You've finished last in the AL East basically every season since then. Now is the time. You've got the minor league prospects are now up on the major league roster. You've got a team, a young team, that needs just a little bit of a push to get over the finish line. He's not wrong here. I genuinely believe him when he says, look, we had high expectations. I thought they were going to win the AL East this year. I literally drank that Kool-Aid. I thought they were going to win the AL East this year. And that's probably not going to happen, but you're only what? Let me confirm this. I just want to make sure I'm not completely off base here. You're only what? Come on. Wildcard standings. I'm in a hotel with bad hotel Wi-Fi. It is what it is. You're 3 games back in the wild card. I mean, that's doable. You're one good week away from being back in a wild card spot. So I am not waving the white flag, excuse me. I'm not waving the white flag yet. I'm not doing it. But you let me know, do you still believe in the 2025 Red Sox? Type Y for yes if you do. Type N for no if you do not. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's video. You're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break. Do not click off the ad. Let the ad play. It helps us here at the Red Sox Rundown grow. And while the ad's playing, take that time. Go down in the comments and let me know. Do you still believe in the 2025 Red Sox? Y for yes, N for no. Let me know your thoughts down below. And Cora kind of talked about this as well. And he talked about how this team is a lot closer than I think a lot of us think that they actually are. And a lot of the people that want to abandon the team already, I think you have to look at how they got to where they got and why they are where they are in the standings. And here's what Cora had to say. He said, we've just got to play better. It's been kind of like the same thing we've been saying all along. We are that close. We can't go back, but a pitch here, a pitch there, a play here, a play there, and it's a positive road trip, but it wasn't. So we have to improve. So he was mostly talking about the West Coast road trip, which, yes, there were very winnable games in that road trip that you should have won. But that's kind of the story of the entire season. You're one pitch, you're one play, you're one at-bat away from winning a bunch of games. I don't know you even know at this point what their record is in one-loss games. It's not good. They've lost well more one-run games than they've won. If you take half of the losses in one-run games this year, you are a playoff team right now. So, they are, right there. They have the opportunities. They just have not executed on the opportunities. And will they? We have yet to see that, but you're getting reinforcements back. Alex Bregman's coming back soon. Masataka Yoshida's coming back soon. You're going to have people in the bullpen like a Jordan Hicks that's coming back soon. You got Chris Murphy back a few days ago who pitched really, really well. Tanner Houck, while he has struggled, he might be back for some depth. Reinforcements are coming, and then if they are going to be active at the deadline, you're going to get even more pieces to this puzzle. I think this team is incredibly close. I think they are way closer than a lot of us want to admit. It's been hard to watch. This team has been hard to watch. They've been playing a little league brand of baseball for a majority of the year. But if you take, again, half of the losses that they've lost by one run, if you take half of those and you win those games, you are a playoff team right now. So they're not getting blown out every night. They are competing until the end and just finding a way to not win. But if they get to that point and they start to string together some of those wins like they did a few weeks ago, they are in this. I know at the end of the day that everyone wants to fire Breslow, everyone wants to fire Alex Cora, but they are completely right here. This team, again, a lot of people have already waved the white flag. I get that. I totally understand it. They've lost 7 of their last 8. They've lost, I think, the last 3 series or 4 series or something like that. It doesn't look good right now. But we've seen this team have the makeup of being a good team. If you get a few of these pieces back and you start to string together a few one-run wins, again, like they did a few weeks ago, this team is not dead in the water yet. They are close. They just need to tie it together. Will they? Time will tell. But I do think they are in a position where they are not out of this playoff race at all, and I think that makes them buyers at the deadline. But you let me know. Just tell me down below. Will the Red Sox buy or sell at the deadline? Type B if you think they're going to buy. Type S if you think they're going to sell. Let me know in the comments. I'm still on buy. I do think they'll sell off an outfielder like we already know. I think it's pretty obvious that one of the outfielders is going to get traded. But could that be in a package to bring in a first baseman or a relief pitcher or another starting pitcher? That is realistic. So you let me know. B for buy, S for sell. I want to hear your thoughts. We're going to talk about the game here in a second, but first, like I already said, hit that subscribe button. Do not miss out on being a part of the fastest growing Red Sox YouTube channel. And I'm going to give you a little incentive. If you subscribe and you type me in the comments, I'm going to reply to your comment. I'm going to give you thanks. I'm going to shout you out. And I really appreciate it. So go spam me in the comments if you're subscribed. I want to see the real ones. I want to show you guys some love. But make sure you subscribe. Help us get to 4,000 subscribers as soon as possible. All right, Red Sox lose 5-3. I was at this game. I was very excited to be at this game. It was on field photo day, so I got to go on the field before the game, which was a lot of fun. We got to meet a lot of players. I met Hunter Dobbins, Abraham Toro, Brennan Bernardino, David Hamilton, Richard Fitz, Jaron Duran was the biggest one that we got to meet. And yeah, so that was really cool. And then we watched the game, and the game sucked. Red Sox lose 5-3. Buehler, man. I don't know what's up with him. I don't know what's up with Walker Buehler. He gives you four hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks, back-to-back home runs in the top of the first inning. 1 to Addison Barger and then 1 to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy absolutely hit a moonshot over the monster, and you knew right off the bat that ball was gone. I don't know what his deal is, man. I don't know, because he looks good at times, and then he just can't find the zone. He walked in a run, and I believe it was the 4th. He walked in a run. At the end of the 4th, he just couldn't find the zone to save his life. Carlos Narvaez saved him by back-picking a runner at first to end the inning, but if that hadn't happened, that inning might have unraveled even more than it did. And to see him struggle sucks, because he's perfect for the city of Boston. Like, he is the quintessential Boston sports player, and to see him struggling as bad as he is just not good. I just don't like to see it. But he's struggling. He is. I don't know. Is a Phantom IL stint coming? I don't know. When Houck is ready, does Buehler go down? I don't know. But something needs to change. His approach needs to change. I don't know what the answer is, but it's not good to say the least. Zach Kelly gives you an inning. He gives up a run. He leaves with right oblique tightness, I believe was the injury. And don't have any more updates on that. As we get updates, I'll let you know. But yeah, Zach Kelly goes down with right oblique tightness, so we'll see if that's a long injury, or we'll see if that's maybe a few days. Who knows? But the rest of your bullpen did well. Bernardino gave you a perfect inning. Whitlock gave you a perfect inning. Weiser gave you a perfect inning. Chapman closes it out and gives you a perfect inning as well. Your bullpen's been really good. They've been really good. That's not going to sustain. That's not going to last. Like, your bullpen eventually, be with how much they've had to use their bullpen, these guys are going to struggle at some point. It's going to happen eventually. But, so far they've done well, and that's all you can ask for at the end of the day. The offense was disappointing, to say the least. They scored 3 runs. Carlos Narvaez hits a home run. Jarren Duran had a triple, which was cool. Cedon had an RBI. Romy Gonzalez had an RBI. You strike out 9 times, you only get 8 hits. You have more strikeouts than you have hits. You only walk once. Just a lackluster day. Roman Anthony did have a multi-hit game, which was good to see. He's got his average up to 193 now, it's 657 OPS. So that's really good to see him start to come along. He hits the ball so hard, man. It's absolutely crazy. But the name of the game is situational hitting. And this is the team. I was talking to my mom after the game, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, like this, these runs, and they're not scoring the runs when the runners are on base." And I'm like, "Mom, unfortunately, this is just this team. This is the team we've seen all year. 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. They left 7 runners on base. You had runners on second and third at one point, and I think there was only 1 out. You didn't score them. Jarren Duran, I believe it was a leadoff triple. If not, there was only 1 out. All you need is sacrifice fly, and I think Willier pops out like in the infield, and then it's like a ground out after that. And that can't happen. You need to score those runs, and especially when you're behind in these games. Like I said, we went to dinner after, and I said those 2 runs, when you had runners on second and third with less than 2 outs, those 2 runs decided the game. You lost by 2 runs. Those runs have to come across. It doesn't matter how you do it. You've got to get those runs across in some way, shape, or form. And look, they were putting the ball in play. They were just hitting like weak ground outs, or they were hitting pop-ups. Like, you got to figure it out, man. The situational hitting needs to be better. Hit those line drives. Hit something on the ground and find a hole. Like, getting the ball in the air is great when it carries, but when you're hitting weak pop-ups, that ain't going to cut it. And, the situational hitting and the poor starting pitching by Walker Buehler is what did it for you yesterday. And it just sucks. It just sucks. All right. Red Sox start a series against the Reds today. Talk about an electric pitching matchup tonight. You've got Garrett Crochet taking on Chase Burns tonight at Fenway Park. Talk about an absolutely electric pitching matchup. That's going to be very exciting to watch. That's going to be really great. Then you have Richard Fitz on the mound on Tuesday facing Brady Singer. And then you have Brian Bayo on the mound Wednesday facing, according to MLB's website, TBD. I'm pretty sure they announced the starter, but on MLB's website, still TBD. I'm going to take the Red Sox taking 2. I think they're going to take the Crochet game because Chase Burns looked good in his outing, but he still gave up runs and hits. So I do think he's going to have that rookie, the rookie kind of anxiety at some point. And Crochet is just an absolute stud. So I'm going to take them in the Crochet game today. And then Brady Singer hasn't been he's been okay this year, but he hasn't been that great this year. I'm going to take the Dick Fitz game. I think that he's going to bounce back and pitch really well. Got to meet him yesterday. He was a super, super cool dude. And I think he's going to absolutely shove on Tuesday. The Bayo game, Bayo's so up and down. He's been pitching well as of late, but I cannot imagine this team sweeps. I just can't, because the Reds are a good team. The Reds are not a team that you should take lightly. They are a good team. So I'm going to take two out of 3, but you let me know. Predict the Red Sox record against the Reds. 3 games. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. That's where we're going to end it, guys. Thank you all so much for taking time to watch the video. We're going to have more content for you guys coming out later today with a short, and then we'll have a video again tomorrow morning, and then Tuesday and Wednesday we will be at the park for game 2 and 3 of the Reds series. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much, and until next time, go Sox.